Hi, I'm Tana. Welcome to Wild Oats and Aprons. Here's where we learn how to use whole grains every day in family-friendly, real-life, and super delicious ways. Why whole grains? Not only have whole grains been proven to lower cholesterol, reduce your risk of many types of cancers, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even stroke, but whole grains also fight fatigue, depression, and unwanted weight gain. The key, however, is to actually eat them every day on a consistent basis. They are such a boost to your overall health and mental well-being. So get ready. You are going to rack up daily menus for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Great food that won't freak your family out. And you will be way more satisfied, probably lose some pounds, and save a bunch of money on your food budget. This class will focus primarily on wheat and wheat flour, a great foundation to using whole grains every day. So get ready, let's get started. I need an apron. Over the years, I've moved more and more towards cooking homemade because it tastes better. It really cuts out how many chemicals and preservatives we eat. It offers a lot of variety. I decide what goes into it so I can choose to be as nutritious or not as I want to be. And it's also substantially cheaper. It does take a little bit of time, but not as much as you think, and some planning, but once you get used to a schedule and a pattern, most prep doesn't take any longer than running to the fast food store or the supermarket, standing in line, fighting traffic, all that hassle and running around just to eat a cheap version of inferior food. Bread is a perfect example. Most people think of store-bought bread as the way bread is supposed to taste, whereas really the bread gets its texture and substance by excessive use of yeast. And using a ton of yeast allows for the use of lower quality grains. So even though it's wheat, what you end up with is something that could be possibly very far from nutrient rich. The other bothersome part about store-bought bread is the excessive use of chemicals and preservatives. You are getting an unhealthy dose in every single bite. Just read the ingredients of what's on them. Their goal is to make a loaf of bread as cheaply as possible with a very long shelf life, all at the expense of flavor and substance and texture and nutrition along the way. Homemade bread is the way bread is supposed to taste. So go ahead, make your own homemade bread. Doesn't that look delicious? Homemade bread, in the very least, is very economical. In fact, the ingredients that you see here is enough to make several loaves of bread. Compare 5 commonly found real ingredients with a long list of preservatives, chemicals, and a lot of things that are totally unfamiliar. Every day, your body needs protein, carbs, and fiber to function well. Well, whole grains is a great answer to all 3 of those. So it makes sense that to bring on the whole grains every day would be best served in a bread product. But don't think you have to stick to sliced bread, as delicious as that is. There's so much more still to come. As with any job, it's great to have the right tools. Coming up, equipment.